Okay, so you were outside of the hot dog place, since noon. Can you tell me how that's been? What the response has been like?
Patrons visiting the restaurant were shocked to see the real images of pigs on their way to slaughter and to hear their screams. And we were giving out free vegan starter kits just next to the truck so that people could try hundreds of delicious meat-free recipes. Um,
Yeah, and then can I know the thought process behind like how you choose the locations you do as you go around with the truck?
we choose busy restaurants that we know locals will visit because we want people all over the country to come face to face with this reality and to realize that there are hundreds of compassionate ways to avoid this by choosing delicious vegan meals.
Of course. Now, can you tell me a little bit about the vegan starter kit? What does it have and how can it help someone, potentially become vegan?
Our free vegan starter kits, which everyone can pick up at PETA.org, are filled with hundreds of delicious meat-free recipes and guides on how to get enough protein and enough nutrients for anybody.
All right. And then my final question is what is the plan for the future for the truck? Where do you plan to go next? And how do you plan to kind of harness the feedback you get with it?
PETA's Hell on Wheels traveling pig truck has been to dozens of meat-centric restaurants on its months-long tour of the U.S. Do you mind if I start over when that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ambulance is gone?
I might re ask the question.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so the final question I have for you is what is the future for the Hell on Wheels truck? Where do you plan to go and how do you plan to kind of harness the reactions you might get in the future?
PETA's Hell on Wheels traveling pig truck has targeted dozens of meat-centric restaurants so far on its months-long tour of the U.S., and we plan to continue popping up at restaurant districts and food festivals across the country to confront consumers with the fact that 130 million pigs every single year are confined in transport trucks like this after being raised on filthy, crowded factory farms and shipped to the slaughterhouse where they fight for their lives before having their throats slit. And we're encouraging everyone to avoid contributing to the suffering by eating vegan at every meal.
Of course. All right. Thank you so much for sharing, the story behind the truck as well as your goals. We really appreciate it.